robots on.
Hi, this is Bull1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And after, that disappointing opening, it's always disappointing when you're sat in Seoul waiting to pirate and one of your wingmates drops in and you think for a split second it's a customer and then you realise it's not, it's just one of your wingmates. And I've got to say, this is some of these are tips, some of these are observations, but I really need to teach Barrel Koala to mine because I have no idea what he did to this Type 7, but that's not successful mining in my book. So sometime I'm going to have to take Barrel Koala out and show him how to mine properly. One of the things I would say is don't use a Type 7 because you want medium-sized mining lasers. Small mining lasers produce smaller fragments so you get less yield. So medium's the way to go. Medium hardpoints are good. I love the Type 7 but not for mining. Here's a gentleman who wanted a 1v1 with me and really should not let me ram him. I'm not a huge fan of the Chieftain because the engines can be shot from any angle, which leaves it a bit vulnerable. But yeah, I mean it's a fairly decent ship, very manoeuvrable, very good fun. But yeah, when you're in the more manoeuvrable ship, you should try and avoid the rams if you're lighter than they are. Yeah, I feel that ship needed to avoid more of the rams against me if I stood a chance of winning this fight. But it was I accept fun PvP challenges, and I'm always happy to leave the person alive at the end if they just want to say GG and that's it. But it's totally down to people whether they want to fight to the death or just fight to the lower hull, and I'm fine either way. In fact, Al was having another 1v1 in the same instance, so that was quite good fun. But that's the way it goes sometimes. We do a lot of fun 1v1 challenges, and some people don't like it, but PvP practice is PvP practice, and fighting to a percentage of hull is always a bit of fun. I do have a Chieftain, but my Chieftain has a specific purpose. It's got double chaff, very weak shields, and it's designed, it's got a little bounce up byweave, but it's designed for one purpose and one purpose only. It is my smart rounds home defense ship. I used to leave this at Lu Pao because Lu Pao being a anarchy system, I didn't like it when I used to follow them through the slot, continually shooting them and shooting them and shooting them until they actually touched down on the landing pad. The amount of kills this confirmed where IED guys tried to run back to the station very badly hurt to be jumped by a ship that can continue shooting them in and around anything because it's all smart rounds. Basically, smart rounds allow you to avoid all collateral damage, so ideal for hunting people in and around stations, especially stations where, because of their alignment or where you are, you can continue shooting them inside the no-fire zone or even inside the station itself through the slot. It's quite good fun. My opponent here, unfortunately, is relatively new. It's Selfish's apprentice, and unfortunately I don't think he mentioned to her that if you buy a carrier, do not shoot at the owner. I can shoot her as much as I like, even though it's a lawless system. That is still my carrier, and that carrier will defend me no matter what. So unfortunately, Selfish has not taught his apprentice all the ways yet, and she did decide to take a shot, and you'll see how weak the shields are on this thing. I know I haven't got any pips to them, but even so, I did it that way because it encourages people to shoot at me, and the idea is I got double chaff, so if they miss, it hits whatever I'm circling around, and that gets them in trouble. And as you can see, between me and my carrier, that's one dead commander, I'm afraid. You can't go shooting people around their carriers. She joins good company though. This carrier has killed Paul at War, Garrix, Ragnar Scott, and a lot of people, so including a lot of Dark Marauders. We always stick around each other's carriers way too often. And the last clip is just a reminder that ramming me, especially in a ship where I have ram written across the console, is not a good idea. You'd think Lord Garrix would know this. In this case it didn't totally cost him as he was still able to get out, but the drop in hull he suffers from this one ram is quite significant. Anyway, that's all for me talking. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. And yeah, 07 to all commanders, especially ones I was fighting against. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.